invented or how old they are.
Well, we're about to find out because we're with a man who has a super collection. Donald Feeney has like 5,000 glass insulators, right?
It doesn't seem possible.
It doesn't seem possible.
Anyway.
He has a lot of them.
It is.
And to begin with, what are insulators for? Why were they invented?
Well, the purpose of an insulator, glass or porcelain, is to hinder the flow of electricity to the ground in telegraph installations, telephone lines, or in high voltage lines.
And this one was for telegraph, right? This is an old one. This is pre-Civil War?
Yes, it would. Well, in any case, they appeared in around 1843 or so. This is probably the Civil War period, but they go back to the invention of the telegraph.
Okay, and these are very rare,
well,
right?
in fact, we often refer to these as threadless because they differ from later types that were screwed on. These were jammed over a peg.
Yeah, as you can see, there's no thread in here. But as you get down here to the cobalt blue, they have the threads, and it's also the first petticoat that we see with this, right?
Yes, it's different from the first one in the threads that are there. And, of course, in the fact that an extra ridge, so to speak, was added. And that's just usually referred to as a petticoat. And we can maybe...
and that was for what? Why did they have the petticoat?
That made it harder for the rain to get up inside that insulator and go down the peg, down the pole to the ground. So it was a legitimate invention that appeared around 1883.
Now, what's something like this worth?
Well, that one is worth about $2,500, and I didn't pay so much for it. I'm lucky. This hobby has tripled and quadrupled the values.
Now, you didn't climb up the pole to get this one, did you?
No.
Okay.
The color is this color is unusual, the cobalt.
Now, look over here. We have a different design. This is the helmet, the Russian helmet?
Not Russian, Roman.
No, Roman. I'm sorry, the Roman helmet.
These are nicknames, you know, and this particular one is an early cable type. The cable rests here, then the tie wire comes around the bottom here and pulls it up tight, and it can't get lost, that cable.
Now tell us about this.
And then this is a highly valuable piece because of the logo for Hawley Insulator Company, and I paid like $600 for it, rather a lot for a professor. It's now worth $2,500.
Okay, and we have something over here that's, this is called the Mickey Mouse.
Nicknamed by collectors as the Mickey Mouse type.
And what's different about this? Are the drops?
Well, these are called drip points, and supposedly they helped pull the water away from the surface of the glass and to go down to the ground away from the possibility of shorting out this insulator. But probably it didn't have that effect. Doesn't matter. We like it. This is Carnival Glass, a fairly common color and surfacing.
Now, were these commonly used? Were they actually used?
This one here happens to be a probable fake, but it doesn't matter. It's great.
Great
fake. Color. You can see there that there are many types of Carnival Glass.
And then we got in here and we got into the porcelain. No, actually, we have this purple one first, right? Let's look at this deep purple one. Tell us about this.
Well, this is a two-piece transposition type, and
this was to eliminate what? The two pieces.
The purpose is to eliminate crosstalk in old telephone lines, and the idea is that by crossing the wires every several hundred feet, you would in fact blank out that crosstalk.
So one wire would wrap here and go this way.
So one wire would be tied here, and the other one up here, and would go in that direction. And so that, you know, this became a very popular insulator to collect also, being of two parts, and the color is good.
Okay, and then we got into porcelain.
All right, now what happened
and this was the 60s?
In the mid-60s, porcelain became predominant. They learned how to make it really well.
There's out there?
Yes.
Yes, tell us, now there's a magazine, right?
There are about 2,000 collectors. We have a magazine called Crown Jewels of the Wire, and then the editor of that magazine is Carol McDougald, and she has kept that magazine going very well indeed. Very professional, I must say.
And quickly before we go, Claire, this is another thing. This is called a pig liver. And as you can see, a wire can run through here, and then as well, another wire can run through there.
They're used on guy wires.
On guy
And
wires.
they're not like these other pin types.
But as you can see, there are some also huge ones that Don has collected here, which are for higher voltage, right?
Right, yes, yeah.
And that's a look at just a couple of his incredible collection of glass insulators. And he has a collection of sanitary